Welcome back to your mat at the beautiful 8th Limb Yoga in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I'm Jody, and today we are going to be doing a special class. We're going to be doing chair yoga. I am super excited to be sharing this practice with you because I'm always telling everybody that yoga is for everybody. It doesn't matter where you are at, how old you are, what shape your body is. If you sit at a desk for a long period of time, maybe you're driving in a car, long trips, it's possible that you just sit on the couch all day. But if that is what you're doing, no matter what you're doing, you can move your body. So I'm going to ask you today to grab a chair. Make it a sturdy chair that won't be sliding around on your floor. And the only other thing I'm going to ask you to have is a strap. Doesn't have to be a yoga strap like mine. You can use a necktie. You can use a tie from around the waist of a robe. So go grab what you need. I'm set up right under asana and pranayama. We are going to move into a whole bunch of yoga postures, and I am going to tell you to breathe in and out of your lungs. That's our pranayama. So go grab your strap, get a chair, and let's get on our mats and have some fun. I have my chair set up right here. There's nothing particularly special about this chair. You can see it's just a regular folding chair. Try to find something along the lines of this without arms that has a nice sturdy base that won't move around. I also have my chair set up on my yoga mat. You don't need a yoga mat, but just make sure that your chair is in a position that it's not going to be sliding around on the floor. So once you have your chair set up, grab your strap or whatever you have, just set it beside you. And let's come to a seat. Come to the front of your chair. And let's just slowly bend our knees, taking one hand and then the other to the base of the chair, and have a seat. You can set your strap down if you haven't already. Just keep it handy. You may or may not need it later. So once you're in your chair, sit back, wiggle around a little bit, and let's get comfortable. Relax your shoulders down your back. And just soften here for a moment. Arrive for your yoga practice. We're going to take about a 30 or so minute flow. And we're going to be moving through some dynamic movements and then rise to our feet and do a little bit of balancing. But before we do that, let's just start by focusing on our breath. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, just a nice cleansing breath. Let your shoulders soften. Feel those shoulder blades just soften down your back. And then take another nice deep inhale. Maybe make this breath a little bit bigger. Maybe you can start to feel your belly expand. And then exhale, let it go. And again, make your breath a little bit bigger and breathe in through your nose. And then exhale, seal your lips, and breathe out through your nose. Very nice. Again, in through the nose, and exhale through the nose. And as you make your breath bigger, see if you could hear your breath. Constrict the back of your throat. Make a nice deep ocean breath. Hear the sound of an ocean wave. Few more breaths just like that. Maybe close your eyes and just feel the air coming up through your diaphragm. And exhale, pushing all that air out all the way to the bottom of your belly. And then when you're ready, if you had your eyes closed, slowly crack them open. And we're going to start to introduce our asana. And keep that pranayama, keep that ujjayi breath. That's the ocean breath that we just learned. We're going to move with that through our practice. So when I tell you to inhale, take a deep breath in and hear yourself breathe through your nose. And when I ask you to exhale, hear yourself breathe. Let it go. Nice. So let's take our hands to our knees. And on that nice deep inhale, let's lift our heart through our chest. And exhale, hollows out the belly, coming through a few rounds of this cat-cow motion. Inhale, you can gently take the gaze up to the sky if that feels okay on your neck and curl your tailbone. And exhale to hollow out the belly and gaze down. And take a few more rounds just like that. Maybe you would like to brush the fingertips along the thighs into the hip creases on the inhale. And on the exhale, brush the hands along the knees, and maybe you could deepen the stretch by pressing the hands into the knees. Let's take a few more rounds just like this. Gentle back bends to warm up our back body. Oh, it feels good. If you sit in a chair when you're on long road trips, this whole series is really an amazing one to keep in the back of your head. Let's take a couple more rounds. And after the last time you round your back, come back to a nice neutral spine. Sukhasana, nice easy seat, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Very nice. So let's hold here for a breath. And then we'll just drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. And try to really soften into this left side. Soften your jaw. And let that right ear just drop a little closer to that right shoulder. Maybe take your left hand and release it. Let those fingers just weigh heavy down that side. Let this left shoulder just weigh heavy. And maybe this is enough for you. Really try to feel a deep stretch into the left side of the neck, all the way into the shoulder. And if you want a little bit more, maybe see how it feels to take this right arm up and over and reach around for your left ear. And maybe you could apply a gentle pressure to the side of the head to find a little more release. Maybe wiggle those left fingers and release that energy. Beautiful. One more breath in. And on the breath out, release the left hand to the thigh and slowly release the right arm up and around and bring your chin slowly back parallel to the floor. Nice. Inhale, take the gaze gently up. Exhale, slowly take the gaze down. One more like that. Inhale, gaze up. Slow movements. Protect your neck. And exhale, take the gaze down. Nice. And then we're going to do the other side. So this time, we're going to take the left ear and drop it towards the left shoulder. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Find softness. Really looking for a heavy right shoulder. And I find if I release that right hand down and just find extra weight, just let it all hang here, it releases even more. And maybe this is enough for you. Find looseness in your jaw. And maybe take that left hand. You can reach it up and over, reaching the fingertips for that right ear, and just find a little more weight there. Soften your jaw. I always like to think about when I'm in this position, coming from the dentist, and your mouth is all numb and you can't really feel anything and your jaw is heavy, and you just might drool. Just let it all go. Maybe make the sound. Feel the release. Another breath in and out. And then nice and easy, right hand comes back to the thigh, and oh, so slowly bring your chin back parallel to the earth, releasing that left hand back down to the thigh. Inhale, gaze up, maybe fingers come to the knees, pushing the heart through the chest. And exhale, gaze down, fingers to the hip creases, another cat-cow. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. Very good. Come back to a neutral spine. So let's start to move into our arms and start getting our body fired up. So let's just start by taking our hands into our heart center. Press your palms. We're going to run through a series of sun salutations. So on your next inhale, I want you to release your arms to your sides. And exhale to release here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor, towards your toes. If they don't touch the floor, maybe to the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale to refold. Root to rise. Come back on up, circling the arms up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to take the hands to the thighs and fold over the legs and take our elbows out to the sides, chaturanga. Inhale, gaze up, take a little back bend, cobra pose. And exhale, gaze back down, lower. Beautiful. Come back on up. Root to rise. Inhale, reach on up. And exhale, hands come down. Beautiful. Release your hands to the sides. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach on up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the knees or down to the floor, toes. Inhale, take your hands to your shins and gaze forward, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Root to rise. Reach on up high. And exhale, hands come down, chaturanga. Take it down, bend those elbows out to the sides. Inhale into a back bend, take the gaze up, and exhale to refold. Root to rise, reach up high. Feel that engagement in your core that you're starting to build. Exhale, hands down. One more time. Inhale, reach your arms up, take up space, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, let's fold. Again, spread those hands wide as you take it down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. And exhale, refold. We're going to take it up to the top. Take up all that space. Spread those fingers. Exhale, hands come down, chaturanga. Bend those elbows. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Use your core to rise. Come on up, reach high, biggest one yet. And exhale, hands come down. Release to your mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands to your sides, spread those fingers, relax your shoulders. Beautiful. Feel your feet connected to the earth. And keep that Ujjayi breath going. Keep breathing in and out of your nose. Beautiful. Take your hands back to your thighs, sit here, and let's start to get into our legs a little bit more. I'm going to ask you to lift your right knee up. If you want to scoot up on your chair a little bit, that might be a little bit more comfortable. So just lift that right leg up, interlace your hands underneath that thigh, and let's just take some circles here. Come in, and then come into some stillness. Hug the knee in, and we're just going to lengthen and bend the knee. Couple of times, maybe lengthening out a little more each time. Nice. Couple more times. Maybe you can kick a little bit higher. It's all good. Nice. And then hug the knee into the chest any amount. We're going to take it out to the side and take that foot down so you have a nice open leg. Now we're going to scoot up on that chair again and turn towards that right leg. Your toes are pointing out to the side. Take your left foot and we're going to turn the inside of the foot in towards the chair and come onto the toe. So we are turning towards the side and we're getting a nice openness in our hips. And from here, we're going to come into our warrior two arms. Nice long straight arms. Gaze forward. And try to center your chest to the side and gaze forward. Breathe here. Notice if your shoulders are squeezing up towards your ears, try to relax them away from the ears. A good trick to do that is to turn your palms up and maybe notice how that relaxes your shoulders and try to keep that and turn your palms back down. Take the gaze forward. I know you might have to look at the camera a couple of times to see what I'm doing maybe, but just generally try to keep your gaze towards the front of your fingers. Take another breath in. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a burn in my arms. And from here, we're going to take Peaceful Warrior. So for Peaceful Warrior, we're going to keep our legs just as they are. Flip your front palm up to the sky, and we're going to take our left hand down. Maybe you could reach your heel. If you don't reach your heel, maybe you have a chair leg or the chair seat you can grab onto. But just try to go for that heel if you can. And we're going to sweep that right arm up and over and see if you can look up at those fingers. Try not to cave this right knee in. It kind of wants to drop in towards the left. So press down through the right pinky toe. Yeah, that kind of encourages, open that thigh. Another breath in here. And on the exhale, we're going to find our side angle. So for side angle, we take our right elbow down to the right thigh, gaze up to the sky. We're going to sweep that left arm up. You could have it shooting straight up from your shoulder. Maybe you could reach up and over. Let's hold here for a few breaths. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's not forget our Ujjayi breath. Keep that pranayama going. One more breath in here. And then we're going to come back to our warrior two. Breathe. Yeah, soften those shoulders, palms up, palms down. Let's turn this into a flow. We'll go a little bit faster. Okay, gaze forward, deep breath in. Exhale, softens your shoulders. Inhale, flip that palm. Let's come into that peaceful reach down. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper, maybe not. And exhale, side angle. Breathe. Reach up and over, maybe straight up to the sky. Beautiful. Back to warrior two. One more time. Settle in here. Flip the palm. Peaceful. Reach up and back. Exhale, side angle. Open up. Beautiful stretch. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Take that left hand down to the edge of the chair. And let's slowly lift the right leg and come back to center. So we're going to press gently through the right foot. Interlace your hands under that left thigh. And let's just draw that knee in towards the chest and find those circles on this side. Have to even out our sides. Remember, you always modify your practice for what is good for you. Big circles, little circles here. And then let's pause and draw the knee into the chest and find a little length in that left leg. You can start with just little kicks. Start to make them bigger, stretching out the hamstring, getting into the back of that left leg, lengthening out. You have tight hamstrings. This is a great stretch. Beautiful. A couple more. Nice. And then hug the knee into the chest. And we're going to take that left leg out to the side. Try to point those toes over to the left. And we're going to open up. Turn your torso. And we're going to take that left leg. Turn. Breathe. And remember, we're not caving into this left knee. Let's open up our arms to our warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Hold here. Squeeze those arms. We're going to hold here for a couple of breaths, just building some strength. Breathing. Remember, you can turn those palms up. Turn them back down to soften your shoulders. Gaze is forward. Deep breath in here. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Right hand drops to that heel, maybe the side of the chair. Reach up and back. And into our side angle. Left hand or left elbow to that thigh. Reach up and over, or maybe straight up to the sky. Yeah. One more breath in. And breath out. Let's come back to our warrior two. Soften those shoulders. A little deeper this time. Let's go a little faster. Deep inhale. Squeeze those arms. Exhale, peaceful. Reach up and back. Side angle. Reach up and over and peel your chest open. Gaze up. Warrior two. Last time. Gaze forward. Squeeze those arms. Make them long and straight. Maybe gaze back. Make sure that Your fingers are in line with your shoulder best that you can. And exhale into your peaceful up and back. Favorite expression of this pose, lengthen out. And exhale into our last side angle. Work your core. Oh, yeah. Really getting some work done here. Breathing through for 3, 2, 1. Slowly take that right hand down to the edge of the chair and work your way back into the center. And maybe just walk out those legs, tap the toes to the floor, and take a moment here. Sukhasana. Let's start to warm up our arms a little bit more. So relax your arms down to the sides, and we're just going to start with some gentle swings. Warming up our shoulders, we're just lubing up those joints. Find a little swing here. And then slowly start to make your swings a little bigger. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Still using our Ujjayi breath. Maybe you can get your hands up in line with the shoulders. Maybe make it even bigger. Maybe you can lift your arms all the way up. Bending over. Oh yeah, we're working our core too. Keep that swing. Breathe. Now we're going to add in legs. We're going to lift one leg and then the other as we come forward, any amount. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, take it down. Keep going. Right leg lifts. At your own pace, you don't have to match me. Breathe. Keep building up momentum. We're going to use this little flow again when we go to stand. All right, couple more times. Keep breathing. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Inhale up. Exhale, last one, press back. Hands to the thighs, come back to a seat. Awesome job. From here, we're going to move into our standing balancing posture tree pose. So we're going to come back to our arm swing to find our way to standing. So before we do that, I'm going to ask you to take your hands to the edge of your chair, scoot your bottom up to the edge of the chair, and make sure that you could have your feet planted firmly on the ground. I'm going to ask you to pick your toes up, wiggle your toes, and focus on pressing all 4 corners of your feet down into the mat and form that nice firm foundation, and then release your toes back to the floor, like your feet are glued to the floor now. And then we're going to start those arm swings again. Release your arms to your sides. Inhale, rocks the weight forward. Exhale, takes it back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale. Hear yourself breathe. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, energy pressing up. We're going to come to stand in the count of 3. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Press through the feet. Reach up to the sky. Beautiful. Hands to heart center and take them down to your sides. For our tree pose, I'm going to ask you to come on over to the side of your chair. I'm standing at the right side of my chair, so please come on over to the right side of yours and place your left hand down on the top of the chair. Take your right hand to your hip. And we're going to press that left foot down. See if you could find all 4 corners of the foot again. Maybe lift the toes up and set them back down again. Just like we did in our seat, we're getting that nice foundation. And we're going to balance here. You could open up the right toes. Take the knee out to the side and lengthen your spine. Your toes can be on the floor. We're just looking for opening in the hip here. Breathe. Find length in your spine. Holding here. Very nice. Maybe this is enough for you. Maybe this is easy for you. If it is easy for you, or you just feel like challenging yourself just for the sake of trying, you can lift the toes up off of the floor and place them alongside of that left calf, the left shin. Let's just make sure that we don't press into the knee. We do not want to press our leg into our foot. We do not want to press that foot into the knee. So either below, or if you have the flexibility, all the way up. Well, let's just focus for today. We're down here. This could be enough for you. Hold right here. Maybe your toes are down to the earth. Relax your shoulders and maybe play with lifting the right arm up to the sky. Hold here. Extend through those right fingertips. Very nice. Maybe your tree has a little bit of sway. Nice. And if you're feeling brave, maybe you can lift that left hand up. If that's not for you, please keep that hand here for your balance. That's why we have our chair. If you want more, engage that core a little bit more and lift on up. We'll be here for a count of 3. Maybe you're swaying. Or 2. And 1. Take the left hand down if you had it lifted. Right hand comes back down to the hip and release that right foot down to the floor. Awesome job. Maybe shake out that left leg and let's make our way over to the other side. So let's make our way over to the other side of the chair. Now I'm standing to the left of my chair and I'm setting my right hand down on the back of the chair. We are going to press through that right foot, maybe wiggle your toes, feel those corners of the feet, press them down and then release the toes to the floor. And use this right hand for balance. Left hand can come to the hip. Take a deep breath in and on the exhale, let's play with opening up that left knee. Open up that hip. Come out to the side and make sure you have the crown of the head high. Let's not dump down and just hang out here. We're looking for some engagement. Like there's a string on the top of the head. Have your crown high. Breathe here. Maybe this is enough for you. Maybe you want to play with more balance and lift that foot up. Getting that nice triangular shape from your legs. Beautiful. You could hold right here. Maybe you release this left arm and reach it up to the sky. Sway. Maybe you had enough of the balance with the leg lifted. Maybe release the toes to the floor. It's totally up to you. You could hold right here and keeping that sway or holding still with a nice firm trunk. Maybe the right arm reaches up to join the left. You could sway your branches. Play with balance. Beautiful. Maybe gaze up. Yeah, look at the beautiful sky, your tree swaying in the breeze for 3, 2, and 1. Release the right hand down. Give yourself support, left hand to the hip. And release that left foot down. And let's shake out that right leg. Awesome job. Come around to the front of your chair. Slowly bend your knees. Release one hand, finding the seat of the chair, and then the other. Have a seat. Awesome job. Take your hands to your thighs, and let's run through a few cow-cats. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze underneath you. Beautiful job. Keep your Ujjayi breath going. A few more rounds. And then come back to a neutral position. So I hope you feel like you got some work in there. Feel a little stretched out and ready to cool down. So to cool down, let's grab our strap or whatever you might have. You may not even need it, and it's not necessary. I just like to have it. I'm going to turn around on my chair. You do not have to, but I just want you to be able to see me. So I am going to straddle my chair from behind, unwind my strap, and then keep it in my right hand. And remember, you don't have to turn around like this. We're just going to do this these movements together. So depending on how long your strap is, you're going to have it just long enough so that you can reach up and over with it. So reach your right arm straight up to the sky. And on the exhale, I want you to bend your right elbow, releasing the strap down behind you. Lift that right elbow up nice and high. Take your left arm out to the side with your palm pointing away from you. And then you're going to bend the left elbow. And we're going to try to get our hands to meet, our fingers to meet. I do not have the flexibility to do this. So I am going to grab my strap. One hand, my right hand is holding above, my left hand is holding below. And I'm just going to try to pull the strap apart. Stretching out my shoulders. And breathe here. Keep that Ujjayi breath going. Breathing deeply. Few more breaths. Nice. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, release the bottom hand. That left hand releases. Let it release to the side. Release your right hand down and shake out those shoulders. I'm going to turn it around because now you know what to do. And my mom would say that it was rude to have my back to you. So we'll do it this way now. So let's switch sides. Left hand is grabbing your strap. Have some space for it to come down because you know you're going to need some length for it. So let's inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky, bend the elbow, taking it down the center of the back. And then we're going to take the right arm out to the side. Palm is facing away from you. Bend that elbow, and we're going to grab that strap behind us. Or if you have the flexibility, you can grab your fingers and let's squeeze. If you have a strap, a necktie, whatever you're using, let's just really use it and try to pull it apart. Breathe here. I have super tight shoulders. This is never going to happen for me, and that's okay. That's part of yoga. I'll get a little bit closer each time I try, or so they say. One more breath in, and on the exhale, slowly release. Unwind those arms, release your strap out to the side. We're done with that. Shake out those shoulders. Beautiful. Let's take a few more rounds of cow-cat. Inhale, gaze up, and exhale, hollows the belly. Maybe start to close your eyes and let it all slow down. And in gratitude for the strong mind and the strong body that brought you to your mat today, that moves you through your life, it moves you through your practice. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to find our Shavasana. We're just going to take a short rest for just about a minute or so, just to relax our muscles and our mind because we deserve it. So if you are just sitting, maybe you want to scoot your bottom down the edge of your chair. Relax your shoulders back. You can widen out your feet. Let those toes just relax out to the sides. Let your knees fall out to the sides. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, you could slowly tuck your chin into your chest and find softness in your facial muscles in your jaw. Maybe that's not for you. Another option that might be nice for you is to lean back in your chair a little bit more, releasing, and sit back. Take your hands behind your head and relax like it's a beautiful sunny day. Just take in the sun. Breathe here in your Shavasana. We'll be here for just about a minute. Close your eyes, softening into your facial muscles. Soften your jaw. Soften the space between your eyebrows. And see if you could find a little softness in your mind. Take rest. You deserve it. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Couple of breaths, each one a little bit bigger. When you're ready, slowly, from wherever you are, tuck the chin into the chest. Your hands are behind your head. Release them down to your thighs and then to the side of the chair. to slowly push yourself up, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Take your hands down to your thighs. Take a nice deep breath in. And lengthen your spine. Gently pull your throat back as if you're leaning against a wall, and maybe feel yourself get a little bit taller. And your next breath out, relax your shoulders down your back. Take a moment to just notice how your body feels. Beautiful. Take a moment to appreciate your body. The heart beating in your chest, effortlessly doing the work for you. Let's all take our hands into our heart center. Take a deep breath in. Press the thumbs into the chest. Feel your heart lift. And exhale. Take your thumb knuckles to the third eye and bow your head to your heart with all of that gratitude. It's been my honor to guide you through this chair yoga practice. Reach high, breathe easy, smile always. Namaste, yogis. I hope you enjoyed that chair yoga practice. Please like and subscribe to my channel, The Welcome Mat Yoga. You can find me on Instagram at JodyFair1122. Come check me out at 8th Limb Yoga in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and in Fort Mill. We have 2 locations, and you should check us out on 8thlimbyoga.com. And I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day. So grab So find some nice posture here. Scoot up a little bit on the chair if you like it. And we're going to press that right foot down. Maybe give the legs a little bit of a shake. And notice the difference in your sides. We really just worked that right side. So we have some evening out to do. Yeah, going in both directions. And then Take a nice deep breath in, find length in your spine, and exhale to soften your shoulders, keeping them stacked over the hips.